My child, I am reshaping the connections in your life. In December, I revealed much to you about people, relationships, purposes. I pulled back veil after veil. Do not cling to what I am removing, nor force open any door I have closed. If a friendship no longer bears good fruit, let it go. If I show an endeavor is not my will, withdraw your hand, for I am shifting your circles in this season. There has been great slander against my children, lies, gossip, and character attacks. So I tell you plainly, starting today, refuse to partake in gossip. To clarify, any talk that tears down rather than builds up is gossip. Do not stay where such speech fills the air. Exit conversations that bash and tear down. Let your connections reflect your growth into holier spaces. Those comfortable with gossip, backbiting, and slander cannot thrive in my kingdom. So your blessings will be hindered if you remain tied to such associations. I withhold rewards from those entangled with the selfish, the users, the ill-intentioned. I desire purity of fellowship, gathering with those submitted to my will, committed to my values. Blessings flow freely between such true allies. Consider why certain hardships, losses, and sorrows have come in prior seasons. Your innocence, joy, and security were shattered, so you cling to remnants and shield yourself behind walls. But to ascend with me requires openness, risks. I bring connections to boost you higher, companions to bless and fortify you. So this year, I will surround you with true supporters, those seeing and nurturing your spirit above all else, not fair-weather friends only worshiping your gifts and hungry for their own gain. Those I send will refresh and lift you up. Let those still trapped in gossip and backbiting fall away. Their seasons of slander breed insecurity, not greater purpose. Fill your life instead with trusted allies. Let your soul feel safe and known. Release control and receive the friendships I have prepared. Watch for my peace accompanying these new mercies. Every good gift, each provision, each person descends purely from my hand. No sorrow or burden lurks therein. Only joy and delight mark the connections of my choosing. Gifts chosen and sent directly by me bear my fragrance, my blood, the marks of my spirit. You will sense my presence like a warm hearth in our fellowship. Perhaps previous bonds once seemed secure, family, lifelong friends, but seasons change, purposes shift. Do not resist my reshaping work. Fighting the losses only prolongs the pain. A new circle is being crafted, fresh streams flowing in. What you have long prayed for is coming to pass. And yes, isolation has come before elevation. For a time, I called you out of previous comfort zones. Familiar places were refashioned into deserts. Why? To reveal the shifts in your identity, the contrast between who you were and who you are becoming in me. By my design, you felt you no longer fit those limited spaces. That small thinking cramped your growth. Consider this. I ordained your exile because I had a greater role for you to step into. No longer could you abide in stagnant waters, not when I formed you to be fountain of life. The isolation and loneliness prodded you to search for deeper nourishment, to seek my bread rather than scavenging scraps on the floor. I allowed the discomfort so you would desire the more I had prepared. My child, when I remove you from some circles, it is not punishment but promotion. Closeness with me becomes your comfort, our oneness, your belonging. Together we cultivate your identity into its full wonder. My original intent, not others' opinions, become your measure. Yes, this pruning hurts. Letting go of what you have outgrown requires loss. But do not cling to dead branches, nor dig up planted seeds too soon. Trust the gardener's wisdom. New life is stirring beneath cold dirt, waiting to burst forth when seasons change. You will blossom in the circle I am crafting. so refuse weariness regarding the narrow way. Keep in step with my spirit. Do not bend to the fleeting trends of popular opinion. Stand on my promises, not the shifting sands of circumstance. Take heart, for I go before you to prepare the way. Follow me wholeheartedly, that is your portion. My child, you have prayed for renewal in mind, body, spirit. Asked for blessings, provisions, favor. But surrounding influences can pollute pure streams. One bad apple spoils the bunch. So I remove you for a time, set you apart. Only then can wholesome fruit ripen. Can you live out your purpose free of distraction and temptation. I am protecting you, remaking you into a vessel fit for my glory. Consider the farmer pruning vines, clearing debris from rich soil. Also hardy grapes can grow and sweet wine can flow. This separateness serves a purpose. It produces abundance. What seems harsh in the moment nurtures strength for future seasons. For yes, I intend lasting fruitfulness for you, prosperity of spirit. But certain connections limit expansion, drain resources, spread blight, contaminate vision. So for a time, I hedged you in, covered you, became your primary lifeline for growth. I allowed feelings of difference, discomfort, even rejection. Did this exposed belief still rooted in fear, scaled back dreams and diluted callings? My goal was to reveal where you still thought small, still sought approval, still craved belonging to corruption rather than wholeness. My holiness requires separation from what pollutes. I permit oppression to prompt higher aspirations beyond base survival and mere conformity. Do not just blend in, transcend. Yes, isolation feels unbearable. You seek an escape route, though the way is not yet open. But child, when I close a door, cling to me as your window until clarity comes. The places you wish to flee may not provide safe harbor anyhow. Shelter in me instead. My grace suffices until I reveal the timing and means of release. Stay close to my heartbeat, trusting that my vision far exceeds your own. While I have not promised ease in your journey, I assure you of triumph in its conclusion. Just as labor pains are a prelude to new life, so must you endure this intensity for the joy that awaits on the horizon. You might feel alone and forgotten, but I assure you, nothing about your situation goes unnoticed by me. I see every aspect of your life, understand your worries, and am aware of your challenges. My actions, which may sometimes seem distant or strict, are always with your best interest at heart. In your personal growth, especially in spiritual matters, I am constantly with you. The difficulties you face are not meant to harm, but to strengthen you. They are part of a process that helps you become more resilient and deeply rooted in your beliefs. These challenges are crucial for developing perseverance and maturity. It's important to go through these tough times to gain a deeper understanding and self-improvement. Thus, focus on the long-term promises and outcomes, rather than the immediate situation. The intensity of your current struggles is instrumental in revealing your true potential and character. Remember, my focus is on nurturing your inner growth and strength. My child, the path of purification I have set before you is one of surrender and trust. Lay down your fierce grip on control and future outcomes. Be still and know that I am God. I see you, I know you, I go before you. There is purpose in this season of obscurity and isolation, though it may not be clear yet. The seasons of nature die and rest before resurrecting into new life. You also must let go and enter the quiet, still waiting upon my timing and direction. The impulse is to scramble, to kick against the goads, to demand answers and action. But first comes the shedding of old ways to prepare for the new. There must be space created through the stripping away, surrender, control, release assumptions. Empty yourself of self-effort and fears about others' opinions. This creates room for my spirit to inhabit you more fully, for my wisdom to well up within. for my love to renew your mind and heart. As you yield to my hands reshaping your character, soon you will discern my fingerprints upon the clay. Many appear elevated who walk not with me but in guile. Your true measure of progress is the inward stature I see clearly, the motives of your heart, the purity of your love. My affirmation alone establishes your identity. Come now into the chamber of stillness with me. In silence and solitude, true belonging is found, belonging first to me, then to those I connect you with in due time. The puzzle comes together one piece at a time. Pruning away dead wood allows you to flourish. Remember that. Lean into my covering arms when rejection by others stings. Find shelter under my wing until I open the next door. Keep in step always. The narrow way can feel lonesome when society calls loudly in another direction. But stay the course. Walk in the preordained works I've prepared for you, step by step each day. Faithfulness in small things first. Holy obedience positions you for promotion into broader spheres of influence in my timing. For now, withdraw from clamoring voices that hinder attentiveness to my whisper. Withdraw from comparisons, envy, impatience, from crowding your calendar and thoughts with the restless agendas of men. Your clarity, creativity, and deeper connections with people flow from dwelling richly in my presence. Abide in the vine, and soon your branches will bear the sweetest fruit, fruit uniquely nurtured in you, through you, by my own hand.